You might remember last time we were here in about June, we were at Madison Square Garden, which is right there. We were with the Clash of the Titans show. It was about 12 hours later than it is now and about 70 degrees warmer. Now, what are we doing here? What are we doing in front of Penn Station? Well, Headbangers Ball is on the road again tonight. And stay tuned. I'm going to tell you with you, this is a great show. It's 7:30 a.m. That makes it 4:30 a.m. LA time. We do important things like get up early for you because, of course, Headbangers Ball is on the road. And it's just not on the road just to see a concert. We're going to be boarding the official Crazy Train to check out Ozzy Osbourne in concert in Philadelphia. Ozzy is playing tonight at the Tower Theater. It's part of this Theater of Madness tour, and, you know, they're also calling this Ozzy's farewell concert tour. So it's going to be a cool show. We'll be checking in with the band, seeing what's going on backstage. We'll also be talking to Prong, which is their opening band. And, of course, we'll be playing tons of Ozzy videos and other videos. Videos such as Metallica, Slaughter, LA Guns, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses. And speaking of Ozzy, why don't we kick it in with a very cool Ozzy video right now. Here is Shot in the Dark, Ozzy live. Ozzy Osbourne, we're on the road. Now, like I said back in the starting of this year, we're going to be on the road as they're building a brand new Headbangers Ball set. Turns out we're going to be on the road till about March, which is fine with me because I'm honestly having the best time of my life. But they are actually building a new set. You might remember that we told you that they retired Jennifer. Well, this is what the new chair that I'm going to be sitting on looks something like this. This is the back of it, all this metal and red velour, looks like velvet. And I guess train wheels, and this is, I guess, an artist's rendering of what it's supposed to look like. I don't know if that's me. It looks more like a geeky version of that Bad Boy Club sticker, and even a worse version of me. But I guess it's a big chair on train tracks or something. I guess it's going to look like a rundown train station. Either way, this is cool, going on the road, and I'm also excited to get back to the new set. Now, later on, we're going to have a video from Slaughter. Now, Slaughter is right now in LA working on their album, The Wildlife. But right now, it's time for Skull Crusher number 5. This is from a band from Seattle. They recently played a pro-choice benefit. On the bill was Fugazi, L7, great all-girl band, and, of course, Pearl Jam. And right now, it's time to play the number 5 Skull Crusher of the week. Here is Pearl Jam with Alive. Tonight, we are going to go backstage, on stage, in front of the stage, everywhere to check out Ozzy Osbourne live. This is so cool, and I'm excited just to see the show, and I've also got the set list right here. I know some of the songs he's going to be playing tonight. I know that, of course, he's going to do Crazy Train. He's going to be doing some old Sabbath songs like Paranoid and War Pigs, and also some of the new songs like I Don't Want to Change the World and No More Tears, and you're going to get to see some of that stuff. So stick around as the Headbangers Ball continues on the road to Philly.
This week, underground R&D.
Why do you do this? You can't explain the experience you get coming.
Philadelphia, the land of cheesesteaks, the Philadelphia Flyers, rocky and very, very cold weather. Right now we're at the 30th Street Station in Philadelphia, and this is where our train just dropped us off, and we're about to go to the hotel, hook up with Prong and stuff like that, go to the show, see Ozzy. We've got a lot in store for you. It's a great addition to the Headbangers Ball, and I enjoy these getting on the road shows. And right now we're going to be playing a video from a band called War Babies. They've got a new album out called War Babies. They're another Seattle band, but they're not your usual Seattle grunge sound Seattle rock and roll band. This band sounds a little bit more like Aerosmith. Now, on their new album, which is their first album, War Babies, it's called, they've got a song called Sweetwater, which is about the Scud missiles in the Persian Gulf. And this video that we're about to play right now is called Hang Me Up. This is also their first video, and they wrote this song about a TV evangelist. So right now, let's take a look at a video from War Babies. Well, it does have a great view of Philadelphia, but it doesn't have a TV set, or a table, or a chair, or a bed. Stick around because we're going to check out some of the sights of Philadelphia. We're going to hook up with Prong, and we're going to go to the Tower Theater. We're going to hook up with Ozzy Osbourne. There's no toilet paper! On the road with Ozzy. Right now we're in front of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I'm supposed to meet the guys from Prong up there. And you know, these are the same steps that were immortalized in the film Rocky. RIKI. You guys must have found an easier way up. We're going to be talking to the guys Tommy, Ted, and Troy from Prong real soon, so stick around.
Like we care. People you know.
Headbangers Ball on the road. We're in Philadelphia. We're going to be checking out Ozzy later. But right now we're with the band that's opening up for Ozzy, Prong. Ted, Tommy, and Troy. And last time we spoke to you, you were involved in like a really bad van accident. I remember seeing you play live that night. And Tommy, you had your like hand all stitched up and you were bleeding on the guitar and everything.
Right.
And
Well, now I have a fake hand, so,
and how does it help the playing?
what, with the plastic hand? Well, things are a little bit artificial at times.
But seriously, the accident was like a real bad one, right?
Yeah, we got shaken up. Now we're in a bus because we're on a bigger tour, and, you know.
They don't flip as easy as vans.
No, they rock around a bit, but... Fine. We'll see what happens.
Now, what's it like opening up for Ozzy Osbourne?
Well, opening our hearts or opening the show?
Opening the show.
Oh, it's very, very nice, wonderful, fantastic, great.
Show's been going really good so far.
It's been great. Yep, good response.
Ozzy fans, because I imagine it would be tough to open up for Ozzy Osbourne, considering Ozzy fans are such like Ozzy fans.
Yeah, well, they are. We don't give them a chance to respond. We just blast through the set. So
I think we're a little bit intimidating, at least, especially Tommy up there.
Everyone's scared of us.
I'm terrified right now. We're going to be back talking to Prong in a little bit. Also, we're going to have the #4 Skull Crusher, which is Metallica. We also have a debut from Voivod from their new album, which is called Angel Rat. But right now, let's play a video from Ozzy. What video are we going to play? Tell us, Tommy.
No More Tears.
Good guess. And we're in Philadelphia, and right now we're at Pat's, which is the originator of the steak sandwich. Now, you've been to Philadelphia before, right? You were telling me...
Yeah, we recorded our record, Prove You Wrong, down here, and every day we had cheesesteaks. I've decided this is the best place in Philadelphia. Pat's King of Steaks.
Now I'm really set.
Oh, man.
I got the Pat steak sandwich. Now, I understand there's a certain way you have to order your sandwich here, or...
Well, or you get killed, you get sent to the gator pits. So there you go, and this is the way, how to order a steak.
I'm confused.
But I am hungry
today.
Huh?
I'm not eating today. I'm still confused. I don't know how I'm going to.
Yeah, if you order it wrong, they get really mad, so I'm kind of scared. I might just order, like, peanut butter and jelly or something.
Well, I don't think you should do that.
Explain the instructions. Whoops.
Town, yeah.
Explain the instructions.
Specify if you want your steak with or without onions. #2, specify plain. Cheese whiz is the proper way to eat it. You gotta get the cheese whiz.
Oh, cheese whiz is the good one?
Yeah, it's a local favorite. Kraft is right down the block here somewhere. Provolone American pizza steak. Have your money ready, because you have to pay for it.
And do all your borrowing while waiting in line, and if you don't...
If you don't, you get sent to the back, and I think Ricky's going to get sent to the back of the line here.
But it might help, because here I am on MTV with a Pat's steak hat. So I guess we'll order, and we'll eat. Stick around. Headbangers Ball continues on the road in Philadelphia. Ricky RACHTMAN here. The Headbangers Ball is on the road with Ozzy. Right now we're at the Tower Theater in Philadelphia. This Tower Theater, old theater, very cool, has a lot of history. Ben Franklin did a lot of his speeches right on the stage. Made that story up. It's probably not true, but I do know that this is an old theater. And tonight there'll probably be some history made because Ozzy Osbourne is going to be playing live on the stage right over there. And Prong is going to be playing with him too. And we're going to see segments of them playing live. And maybe we'll even peek in at Ozzy's soundcheck, which is a little bit later on. Now we're going to be playing a video from WYLDE. You might remember WYLDE were guests on the Headbangers Ball about 2 years ago. And they have a new album out. The album is called Angel Rat. It was produced by Terry Brown, who produced some of the earlier Rush stuff. Now, Blackie played bass on the album, but he has left the band, so he's not in the video. He's not in the band anymore. And right now, we're going to be playing a debut from the new Angel Rat album from WYLDE. This is called Clouds in My House. Stuff is like real new. I mean, the stuff that you so high up on the charts. I mean, everybody seems to be getting into Ozzy now.
It's great. It's about time. It's only taken you 25 years, folks.
I mean, isn't it amazing that you've been a recording artist for so long, and right now is like the Ozzy Osbourne peak, right?
I don't know. I don't know whether I've peaked or I'm re-peaking or what. I don't understand any of it. But it's great because it's like, you know, it's like I'm just carrying on the way I always have done. I've got a greatest loyal following, and it's just getting bigger and greater, you know. And the funny thing of it all is, this was my announcement for my retirement tour, and I'm going, why couldn't this have happened like 4 years ago, man?
I want to ask you some questions about the retirement. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Also coming up, we're going to have the Ball Buster competition, which is going to have Asphalt Ballet against Infectious Grooves, who were on tour with you earlier. And right now, let's play a video from Ozzy doing Paranoid live, and this is an early 80s MTV concert. Stick around. Ball in Philadelphia with Ozzy Osbourne. Now, the last segment, you spoke a little bit about this being your farewell concert tour. Now, what is really going on with that? I mean, I'm hearing different things.
Well, it's not so much my farewell. It's my farewell concert tour in such as I won't be living on the road as much anymore. I want to spend more time recording and more time at home with my kids and family, and more time in the recording studio and shorter tours if I do go out. But you know me, Ricky, I'm going to go home after it's all said and done. I'm going to be sitting there going, yeah, I'm retired. Sharon, what do retired people do?
Golf.
I hate golf. I hate sports. I hate fishing. I hate... get me a damn tour quick.
Because you're having a good time on the road right now, aren't you?
Man, it's great. I'm clean and sober, and it's just wonderful.
Now, I happened to wake up early morning a couple days ago and saw you on the Joan Rivers show.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
She seemed like she liked you, though.
Yeah, she's nice. She's a really nice lady. She's great. That was recorded before Christmas, if you know. People were going on that night to the show. He ain't bust his leg again, you know. But that was recorded before Christmas when I'd broken my foot.
Now, that's another thing I want to talk about, and stick around because we will be talking about that stuff and more as we continue on the road with Ozzy Osbourne.
MTV Buzzkill.
Ozzy Osbourne. Now, when we spoke a couple minutes ago, you were talking about your broken foot or ankle, I guess.
Yeah, no, one of my usual Ozzy Osbourne leaps went wrong in the heat of the moment, and I just sort of sprained it. And I went to it was the day before that I did the Infectious Grooves video, so on that was a day off, and I was on that set of the Infectious Grooves, I was like crippled walking around, and I said to Tony, my sidekick, I better go and I get this x-ray, and the guy goes, in Detroit, you ain't going nowhere, man. You broke your ankle, your foot. So I said, I don't care. Gung-ho me. I put a cast on and carried on gigging. But when I got to New York, the cast had rubbed my ankle bone, skin away, and the bone got infected. And the guy said, "You're out of play, man. He said, because your bone's now infected. You've got to get off the road." And on my birthday, I was stuck in the Helmsley Palace. They had this huge party for me, waiting for me. There's me like a... you know.
Now, I heard that a lot of the shows that kids are coming up on stage with you, and you just recently got injured again.
Yeah, man, some guys wanted to take my ribs home with him for a souvenir, so I'm in quite a bit of pain, but the gigs take the pain away.
Because I imagine, I mean, Ozzy fans are such fans of you that if they get up on stage with you, they go nuts.
So this guy comes, like the 300-pound guy, and he goes, Ozzy, you're my hero. And I got my hands in there, and he goes, and I felt myself like pop like a walnut, you know, like a, oh yeah, great, man.
We're going to be back talking to Ozzy in a little bit, but right now it's time for the Ball Buster competition. Now, remember a few weeks ago, Asphalt Ballet beat out COC with 75% of the vote. Tonight, Soul Survive from Asphalt Ballet goes up against Infectious Grooves Therapy, a video which Ozzy's got a little part in. Now, watch both videos and vote for your favorite. Guess which one he's going to vote for. The number to call is 1-900-370-0100. Each call costs only 50 cents. Here is the current Ball Buster champ, Ozzy Osbourne. Now, I understand March 26th at the LA Sports Arena, you're going to be playing a pretty important benefit.
Yeah, we're doing a benefit show to raise money to build Randy Rhoads' own personal tomb. And the reason for that is because people keep going to the family tomb, defacing the tomb, taking his plaque, doing all these weird black magic symbols and crap all over the place, which is really not cool. And I thought, well, it's about time the guy was laid to the rest and leave him alone. So his mother came to me with the plans. She had all the plans for his own special tomb to be built. It's like, it's wonderful, it's beautiful. And my country, the least I can do is, what I'm doing is all the money that is made at that gig goes to the money for the tomb. So, you know, Randy Rhoads in my mind will live on forever, you know.
Very cool. I want to talk about the live show a little bit. You've been playing for so long, you've got so many great songs, and unfortunately a concert can only be so long. Is it hard for you to pick and choose what songs you're going to play live?
It's kind of like people say, well, why don't you play more Sabbath? Why don't you play more of this album? You know, what I try and do, you can please some, but you can't please all. So I think, well, they haven't heard that one for so long, so we'll pull that one out tonight and we'll put that one in there. I change it around constantly, you know. Are
there any songs that you've been doing for years that you just... Now, do you still like to do Paranoid, or do you get bored of it?
Wonderful. Like,
really?
It's like it's like my anthem, you know. You know, I mean, some of those early Sabbath songs will always be my favourite songs, you know.
Right.
Some of the songs which I did with Randy will always be my favourite songs. And some of the things I did with ZAKK will always be my favourite songs, you know.
Great. We're going to let you get ready and do your sound check, and then we're going to talk to Ozzy a little bit after the show. So stick around as the Headbangers Ball continues from Philadelphia on the road with Ozzy. Philadelphia, Prong is sound checking right now in the background, and you might have heard me recommend Prong times before on the ball. They're kind of your metal industrial type music, if there's a way to put a label on it. I hate putting a label on it. That's the only way I can describe them. Maybe you have a different way to label this band. Why don't you check out a video from Prong? Here is Prove You Wrong from Prong. Mike from Ozzy's band. Now, Mike, I understood that you helped collaborate with the song No More Tears.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We were in, where were we? L.A. at the time.
L.A., yeah.
L.A. Home of the Kings. And,
nice shirt, huh?
The sport the colors. And me and Zach and Randy were all just in the rehearsal studio jamming around and came up with No More Tears and took on new shapes and forms, you know. It came out killer. Real excited about it, you know.
We actually started that bass riff, that doodle-doon, you know. Genius.
Randy, you've been in the band for a long time.
Yeah.
And how have you seen things change over the years?
Well, Ozzy's gotten skinnier. I've gotten fatter. Mike's gotten his hair's growing longer. Just, I don't know. The more it changes, the more it remains the same. We're just doing the same thing. And just trying to do it for as long as we can, basically.
Because I personally think, and I've also heard a lot of other people say also, that this is Ozzy's best shows yet.
Yeah, I agree. It's the best band, you know, playing with Mike and Zach and Kevin, our keyboard player back there. It's great. It's been kicking ass everywhere we've been playing.
Having a good time?
Yeah. These small theaters are just great because we're so much closer to the audience. The energy is so incredible because they're right there. And half the time they're jumping on stage, you know, and attacking Ozzy, or just and then diving back into the audience. It's pretty manic.
Yeah, I heard you've been doing a little bit of stage diving
Yeah,
yourself.
it's my new form. I've discovered a new form of fun, and it's a lot of fun.
You gonna be doing any of that tonight?
Oh, we'll see. I get caught up in the spur of the moment, and I just got to go for it, when the time is right. And hopefully the crowds have been really positive, really energetic, so hopefully we'll get it.
And tonight is sold out. 2 nights here, matter of fact.
Cool. Killer. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be diving in and ruining more of my clothes.
Well, stick around as the Headbangers Ball continues, and we'll also be seeing these guys with the rest of the band live on stage as the Headbangers Ball continues from Philadelphia.
Really good-looking people have this tendency, like you can see it in them.
On the road with Ozzy, and right now we're here with Zakk Wylde, of course, the guitar virtuoso of Ozzy's band. How's the tour been going so far?
It's cool, man.
You having a good time?
Yeah, just as long as they stocking that bus with beer.
That's what it takes to get you out on the road right now?
Yeah, I don't get paid. They just, by case.
Now, how have all the cities been so far? I mean, you guys have been playing, like, just about every city in America.
No, it's cool. I mean, we've been doing it since it's the theaters, It's really cool because because they're really close to the stage. So, I mean, they get a chance to get jumping up on stage. The other day, this dude who must be about the size of Hulk Hogan, man, jumped up on stage, grabs Ozzy by the ribs, like, I love you,
He was talking about that earlier.
He cracked like a rib or something, But he's like, Patton, I will come back out. So.
Now, there's talk about this being Ozzy's farewell tour. If that does happen and there's a big break, what kind of stuff are you going to be doing?
I'm going to,
because a lot of guitar people have done solo albums. Have you ever thought about that?
Nah. I'm going to get a band together with Debbie Gibson after this.
I can see it. Debbie Gibson, Zakk Wylde.
Well, she's got all the tattoos now and everything, so I mean...
Does she have a tattoo?
Yeah, she just got about 15 of them, so I mean...
Oh, sure she did.
She'll be good.
Have you seen them?
Oh, man.
We'll be back talking to Zakk in a little bit. But right now it's time to play the triple thrash threat, the dance portion of the Headbangers Ball. Included in this is Megadeth, who've got a new album that they start recording right about today. Also, a debut from Deliverance. And Sepultura. Now, a lot of people write to us and they say, what does Sepultura mean? Well, in Portuguese, which is their native language, Sepultura means grave. Now, this is Desperate City, which is part of their home video, which was just released Monday, and it was shot live on their tour in Barcelona, Spain. This song is called Desperate City by Sepultura.
That David, Letterman has?
It's exactly one of those things. Ricky Rackman here, Headbangers Ball on the road with Ozzy in Philadelphia. Still here with Zakk Wylde. Now, recently I was in L.A. at this cheesy little bar and saw this band, Leonard Skinhead. Want to tell me about them?
That's the dudes. No, it's just Greg and James from White Lion. But,
and you?
Yeah, and me, I guess, But, no, like, we just have we'll have friends come up or whatever. Ron Young will come up when he wants to jam. But, no, we just do, just go out and it's just an excuse.
It was a lot of fun.
No, it's just another excuse to go out and drink. But, no, we just go out and do, Almonds, Skinner.
Mountain.
Eagles, yeah.
ZZ Top.
Yeah, ZZ Top. Just go out and have a good time, man. Jam. Make Cream look like a, I mean, like they never jammed. It's like each song. We only do 4 songs. It's about 5.5 hours right there.
Everybody takes turn doing a solo.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So you have fun doing that kind of stuff?
Oh, I love it, man.
Cool.
I love it. It's great.
Well, we'll be back, and we'll see them, of course, live on stage as the Headbangers Ball continues on the road with Ozzy from Philadelphia.
out. We needed to find where the craziest Ozzy fans were, and somebody told me that they were in Philly. So, we said, hey, if the craziest fans are in Philly, why don't we bring the Headbangers Ball and film it tonight in Philly? Is that okay with you? Now, you're not going to let us down. Philly does have the craziest Ozzy fans, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Well, for the people that are at home that aren't lucky enough to be with these crazy people in Philly, we'll play an Ozzy video, Mama, I'm Coming Home. But for the rest of you, let's make some noise, because Ozzy's coming up.
In the background, of course, Ozzy performing Snowblind. One thing about the classic Black Sabbath songs is even if they were released today, they'd be current, they'd definitely kick. So for those of you at home, check out Ozzy live.
Gathered in their masses, minds of blood destruction. Body burning.
Ozzy, ZAKK, Mike, and Randy live on stage doing Goodbye to Romance, a song that's always emotional for Ozzy to play because it was the first song that he ever wrote with Randy Rhoads. Now once again, let's check out some of Ozzy's caught live at the Tower Theater in Philadelphia.
has to be some stranger if you're going to use a pickup line, because otherwise they're just...
Backstage at the Tower Theater in Philadelphia with Ozzy Osbourne. Well, the show went good.
It was great fun. I was in a bit of pain, but what's pain amongst friends?
Yeah, because your ribs, I guess, was starting to act up a little bit.
It's sore, you know. It's like I've torn some cartilage in my ribs. So every time I do a leap in a bound, it's like... but, you know, it's all part of the show, folks, and the show must go on.
But you like doing it, don't you?
I live for it, you know. It's funnily enough, this is supposed to be my farewell tour. I've never felt so good. I've never had so much confidence. You know, I'm clean and sober. That ain't no fake. You know, it's like I don't go back to my hotel room and open a bottle of Jack Daniels and get through all the drugs or it. It's real, for real. And I'm having a real... I never thought the day would ever come when I could honestly live a day without alcohol. And it's great. For now, you know, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm living it today. One day at a time, it's great.
Now, this is the third time I've seen you on this tour. Can't keep me away from it. I like the show. And other people also have told me that they think you're playing better live than you ever have. You look better than you ever have.
Well, I'm trying every day. I get on a life cycle. I lift weights. I don't eat red meat. I don't have any dairy products. I've got all totally pure.
Chocolate?
No chocolate. No.
Where's the fun?
No, well, just the fun for me is seeing those kids having a great time. I mean, when I was in the past, I mean, people were giving up on me. They're going, oh man, he's going too far over the top. He'll end up dead any day now. And one morning I just woke up and I thought, the end. And I've got a beginning of a new life, you know. And I feel better. I really honestly mean this. I feel better now than I ever have in my life.
I mean, it's got to make you feel great when all those kids just screaming Ozzy over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's like I can deliver now, whereas before they would scream Ozzy, but I could never deliver because I was too hungover from the night before. So it's great. It's great. I love it.
One other thing that was interesting, Joe Frazier was backstage. He gave you this.
Yeah, that's
Smoking Joe Frazier, I guess, is an Ozzy fan.
That's astounding. I mean, I'm honored that the guy can't come to my show. That picture's going to be on my wall.
And how's Jack? How's all your kids?
I haven't seen them for some time now, but I speak to them every day on the phone. That seems to be... You know, I spoke to my son tonight, and he goes, hey, Dad, break a leg, you know.
You already did that, though, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I teach him as I go along, you know, and he goes, have a good show. And it's an old showbiz thing. You never say, have a good show. You say, break a leg. So every time I speak to him, he goes, you ever got a show tonight, Dad? I go, yeah. He goes, well, break a leg.
That's great. Once again, thank you very much. I mean, honestly, I have a great time watching your shows, and getting to meet you is like a thrill because I obviously am a fan. And I'm sure I'll run into you at other Ozzy shows.
Yeah.
Right now, let's play a video from Ozzy. Here is Breaking All the Rules. The couch, which makes me feel so much at home, the decrepit couch. Yeah. Anyways, the show went good. You guys happy with it?
Yeah, I thought it was killer tonight. I really enjoyed it. I had a really good time. I love Philly. Ambience is right.
We love Pat's Steakhouse.
Pat Steaks was amazing. And there's a bar right across the street here from the tower that, man, I was drinking so much Bushmills over there. It was really great. Yeah.
Now, it's got to be, it is tough playing in front of an Aussie crowd, you know, but do you think you won over some new fans tonight? Because it seemed like they really like Prong.
The response has been good. I mean, you know, it's always a tough show to open up for any big major act, but it's been good, you know. I think a lot of people are kind of like getting into it halfway through the set and hopefully winning over some people.
Right. So basically, what are the future plans for Prong now that, when the Aussie tour is done?
I'm actually going to probably be going to Europe. We're doing some shows. Godflesh, Fudge Tunnel opening up. And then probably start working on the new record, or possibly maybe go out this summer with, I don't know who, maybe Soundgarden, Danzig or something like that. I mean, that'd be interesting. Mm-hmm. And just try to keep sane and a little bit sober enough to get something done.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, and I'm sure we will hook up with you guys later.
Thanks a lot, Ricky.
It's well, guys. Well, that is it for tonight's show. Again, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank the record company that helped us get there. I want to thank Prong, and of course, I want to thank Ozzy. It's like my third time interviewing Ozzy, and to be really honest with you, I get nervous like every time I meet him. And I also want to thank ZAKK WYLDE. We had a good game of arcade hockey, and he just barely beat me. He was the Rangers, I was the King. It was really close, but there will be a rematch, and of course, I will give you details soon. Later on, like maybe a month or so, maybe a little bit more, the set will be done, and there will be a brand new set for Headbangers Ball. But in the meantime, we are spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of rock and roll. And next week, we are going to be at the Scrap Bar, which is a cool bar in New York City. We're going to be talking to the guys in Ugly Kid Joe and Scatterbrain. We'll also be checking out parts of their live show, and they both have a fun show, something that's kind of missing in rock and roll. They're both very fun bands. Again, I want to thank you for watching. I haven't answered any of the letters yet. They're still coming in. I appreciate it. I will get to them, I promise. So keep on writing, and have a good time, and we'll see you next Saturday night. I'm Ricky RACHTMAN. Remember to keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the goal. Bye.